Austin Stevens is ready to go. His team comes into this one with the best record in the majors. All eyes on baseball's elite today. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Austin Stevens now at the plate. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. That one fouled off. The 0-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Oh, and 2 now. Got him. 1 out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 24, Austin Stevens.
Line drive. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But
line to left, and it stays fair.
Up next for the Yankees, number
And at first, Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 and 2 here. Runner takes off. Up the middle. Tosses to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Gorman. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
well, we've seen more and more of that lately.
Oh, now this one gets right at the plate. Runner holds. Count goes to 2 and 1. So runner at second, 2 down. Nolan Gorman stepping in now for the Yankees. And at second, runner breaks for third. Right side. In plenty of time to first. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail at 5-2. Stevens locks in. No need to press, but they can really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away.
In the dirt.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The Yankees looking to rally. Sepperjob in his 3rd season, 30 years old now, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas.
Looking to get something going, this is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2. And there's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brister takes it in for the out. One down. Stevens had a poor showing, needed to do more.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
One down. Austin Stevens digs in now. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Out to short, and it's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Batting third.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Ben Rice will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second, and he's safe.
Pretty impressive from the three-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
One out, a runner at second here in the second game of the series. That one almost got him. Swing and a ground ball. Can't glove it cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard. First and second, one out. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Stevens over at second. Rice over at first, so one away. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. In the dirt, blocked. Go to third. Too late. Save. Double steal. And a 2-1 on the way. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A 3-run shot. The Yankees score first. It's 3-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Man at first, one away. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 on, 1 out. Runner takes off. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers. The 1-2. Tapped out in front of the plate, and that chance handled. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Bottom 4, Austin Stevens steps in, leading the league in WAR, and that's no small feat, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, he measures everything, and he checks every box. Impacts the game in so many different ways.
He doesn't always grab headlines, but is essential to everything this team does.
Yeah, you said it, Boog. Reliability like that is gold over 162.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. The 0-1. Runner on the go. In the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Rutledge checks the runner. Stevens dives back in, but they got him. So 2 down. Austin Stevens, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ben Rice. And a 1-2. Runner on the go. Up the middle. To first. That is the inning. Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Stevens. In the air, right field. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They're still up 7-5. In this one and contributed to the win. 4 hits in the ball game, and you'll take that every time.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
Austin Stevens comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the New York Yankees. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. 1 down. Austin Stevens stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch just misses. Stevens wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. And he chases a high fastball there.
That's ball 2.
That missed by a lot. Ball 3. And that one fouled off. Draws the walk there. Runner on at first with 1 gone. At the plate, Ben Rice. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. The 0-2. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 2 on, 1 out. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. So digging in, Austin Wells. 1-2 now. Vargas. And that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They trail here.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 24, Austin Stevens.
First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. Two down, nobody on.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 3. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. Two outs, runner at first. Here's a big power threat. Ben Rice. Runner on the move. Ground ball to the right side. And he can't come up with it. And that keeps the inning alive. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And they're all loaded up. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. The 2-2 on the way. Runners breaking for the plate. And a bunt towards third. Throw misses the mark and the run will score. A tough play to swallow, especially with 2 outs.
So they go with the suicide squeeze attempt, and it couldn't have worked out any better. The run scores, and they don't give up an out. Man, this can snowball into something bigger if they keep it going. Perfect execution.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. So 2 down. Next to hit, Austin Stevens. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Stevens with an impressive show of speed in his last game, swiping 3 bags. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Those 3 stolen bases in his last game, man, he made it look easy.
Didn't you swipe 3 bags in a game against the Tigers once?
Yeah, that was a fun game for me.
Swinging a ball hammered right field, going back on its way. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. A shot to the opposite field. His 31st home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Stevens in the box now, takes strike 1.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Man on second, 2 down. That's a base hit. Here comes Trout flying around third. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. 2-2 now. Runner takes off. This one in the air. Moore settles underneath it. And that's the third out. Ninth inning coming up. The Yanks with the lead 6-1. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. Sensational showing in the win.
I'll tell you, Berg, I was excited every time he came off. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do, like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my little heart to get, baby, I wanna give you the world. Not saying you gotta chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you give me just a little bit of something we can work it with. But all you do is push me out. But I like it anyways, 'cause I think I'm getting closer to you every day. I know you'll come around to me eventually. Just sit back, relax, enjoy my company. Oh baby, trust me. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know
Austin Stevens is putting together an MVP-type season. Near the top of every major category, he'll look to be a major contributor once again today. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Austin Stevens. Stevens matched a homer in his last game. He currently leads the league in RBI singing, and now's a good time to add to that total. The 0-1. Brings it in for the 3rd out. The Twins coming up, no score. This is Yankees baseball on the show.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 24, Austin Stevens.
On the ground to third. Throw to first is in time.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 24, Austin Stevens.
Swing and a ground ball to second. There's one. A sensational double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So 2 down. Stepping in, Austin Stevens. 0 for 3 in this one. This to third. Fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So up next, Ben Rice. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. This one popped up. Dunks one into left. To third. In there safely.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman,
Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. 2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Throws to second, not in time. He's safe. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
So the tying run at second. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our...
Bellinger up to hit. Vest is just one strike away. Tap to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Stevens did well enough for them despite the loss.
He's going to be a driver for their offense and change losses like this one to wins. He needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
And here is Austin Stevens. Right now the leading RBI man in the American League. He's been huge this season. In the dirt. Just starting out here at Target Field.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
The 1-1.
Ball two.
Swing and a foul straight back. Got him swinging.
If you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Start of the fourth, Austin Stevens steps in, leading the league in WAR, and that's no small feat, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, he measures everything, and he checks every box. Impacts the game in so many different ways.
He doesn't always grab headlines, but is essential to everything this team does.
Yeah, you said it, Boog. Reliability like that is gold over 162.
And another ball. Hard on the ground at first. Clemens takes it to the bag, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Eric Sabrowski is forced to the mound after the injury.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Stevens at the plate with two away, swings through. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. And that is that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead.
The center fielder, number 24, Austin Stevens.
Stevens, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Fought off foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Next offering misses. Going to count 1-2. That one missed. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a payoff pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Stevens with a forgettable showing in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB. One down. Austin Stevens stepping in now for the Yankees. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
There goes the runner. In the dirt, blocked. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Man at second. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Matt Chapman. Swing and a pop-up. Lewis settles underneath it. And that's the third out. The Twins.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 24, Austin Stevens.
Stevens stands in here, takes ball one low. And how about this, Siggy? He is the best OPS in the American League. Next offering is fouled back. Man on second, 2 down. Top of the third, no score. In the air, right field. Suzuki on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. Steps in now. You can bet he was watching from the on-deck circle thinking, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, classic cleanup duty, Boo. Time to fix the mess and maybe take the credit, too.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And we're at the top of the fifth. That misses the zone. Ball 2. And there's a ball. And that'll load the bases. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. Runner on the go. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Stevens, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Inside. 1-2 to count.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. 1 gone here.
Well, I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Stevens, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that's off the inside edge. And the count now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And it's out of reach after the slow first step. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Runner breaks for third. In the air to left center. Lucas settles under this one. Calls it in. Runner pretty far from second. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a ball popped up. And the infield fly is called.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
2 aboard, 2 outs. So up next for New York, Cody Bellinger. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Suzuki settles under it. And that is that. Yanks strand a pair. Stevens had a good day at the office.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Ay, ay, los pongo a bailar la pelúa. El que no baile que lo despelucan. No me cuquen, lean los números pa' que se eduquen. Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey, y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro Barbasol. Conejo, ahora los miro de arriba y de lejos. Ey, no contesto DM, no. Hablen con mi manejo, pero él también va a pichar. Te juro que yo no me quise embichar. Ey, pa' mi crush, shh, ya me aburraste. Y yo sí soy Millie sin usar Richard. Yankee se retira y vamos a switchar. Voy a ser el jefe, me van a fichar. Mi nombre por siempre se va a escuchar porque estoy en mi pick. Estoy en mi pick. Soy un rey, campeón, busca el tee. Estoy en mi pick. Estoy en mi pick. Mírame en lo que me convertí. Le molesta mi premio de compositor, pero es que ya nadie compone ninguna. Esta gente escribe en sus canciones, eso no se emocionen. El disco más vendido de este año lo llevé para la escuela. Todo el mundo tratando de hacerle secuela. Siguen en la fila, nadie se me cuela.
Chequi morena, chequi morena, Bad Bunny se llevó todos los premios. Ni fue.
Ustedes pagando pa' irse virales, yo pegando temas sin hacerle promo. La gente se pregunta cómo desde chamaquito, ¿sabes cómo somos? Nunca pido tenki. Yo soy Coco, ustedes baking. Busca el T tirándome un breaking, estoy en mi pick. Vivo seguir en mi pick. Soy un rey, campeón, busca el T. Estoy en mi pick, y voy a seguir en mi pick. Mírame, que tú qué, nah. Tú eres feca.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Ni voy a frontear, dale repeat, pa' que vea que estoy bien.
Austin Stevens is putting together an MVP-type season. Near the top of every major category, he'll look to be a major contributor once again today. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Next to hit, Austin Stevens.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Foul ball. On the ground to the left, Rocchio to first, and there are 2 outs. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That's out number 2. One out and a runner at second. Swings through that one for strike 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Bellinger on his way home. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. And now Ben Rice. First offering. Runner goes. This one in the air. Makes the grab. Go-ahead run on base. Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. And it's second. In the dirt. This one in the air, right field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And that's the third. Stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 2-1. Just off the inside edge.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Two on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump in. Here's the center fielder, Austin Stevens. That one found hard the other way. In the air, right side. And that is that. Down in order. Stevens had a solid game for them, a real contributor. Had a single and an RBI.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
One down. Austin Stevens stepping in now for the Yankees. Fouled off left side. In the air, left field. O'Neal takes it in for the out. And there are two down. Back now at Progressive Field. Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late. In the air, right field. One up, one down. And there's two away. Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Stevens. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one is inside. Espino, a 6'2" righty, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Slings to first in time. Stevens with a forgettable showing in this one.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
Stevens steps in facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boog, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.
That's out the corner.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
That's the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Outside, ball 3. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Ben Rice, the next to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and he popped it up. Torres gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Man at first, one away. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw comes into third, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner on the move. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
Stevens avoids the first pitch for ball one.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. That's off the inside corner.
Ball 3. You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben
Stevens stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boog. This place would erupt.
On a line. Looks like extra bases. Here comes Trout flying around third. He will score and the Yankees take the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want. But, oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. That one felt good. His 26th of the year, and they add on. It's 5-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Stevens played pretty well in this win.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
Back outside, riding my whip and Rodeo Drive. Shawty, I step like Fredo Bank. Stay in your lane, down 4 or 5. Be step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius. Jump out the jeans, just demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Stand on B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on today, I'm not like them. Let me state my case, sprint out the race, no chase. I pace, just came out the gate and he still gon' hate. Say fake, see make me fake. How you know what to take? You ain't been out the space, been out the mix for tryna hit it bad like big cold. See, I spell it out quick, yo, my don't up the click. My dog like pit, finna raise no quick. This good as it get, bring the hood to events. Still need 10 on the whip, don't run, don't trip by the ain't never pay rent on. Been for the bread in it. Let's do it. The broad, I'm thick, and if it go stupid, like me, never too quick, too clever. I pray them streets gon' treat you better. Back outside, run my whip and Rodeo Drive. Shawty, I step like Fredo, man. Stay in your lane, down 4 or 5. Bitch step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius. Jump out the jeans, it's demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need me the reason to be on down. Stand on BUSINESS. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on, hey, I'm not like them.
I double my figures and figure the wave, cutting off cats when they think they safe. Saving up, I grew a little rough, but I will not fold, impressing me. So watch my vision, see what I see. T-top cutlass, sitting up decent, taking my meetings in back of the whip. I know how to hustle, I know how to live. Featherweights don't talk like this. You in the way, don't walk my script. Run up 100 and duck for the summer. That's how you leverage and leave with a kid. I'm trying to get me a penthouse. Out on the cliff, I can sit out. Call up the mama, she en route. See what attention it took now.
I've been waiting for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Like, I'm finna dip. Straight up. I'm just trying to figure out where you at. I told you I was gonna pull up in the next 10 minutes. Hello?
On track, no lace, locked in. Better know my face when I walk in. You a fiend for the in the bar then. I bossed up, put them in the.
Mention my name and it flow better. You bet on me, you a go-getter. We out of town, but they know us. Show up, looking like a go up.
Oh, up. You know what? It feel like back in the Rover. I told you, ball in your field. If you real, we as tight as your.
Gang outside in the nighttime. Backstage looking like a dope line. We brought the business of gold man. Showtime, shut down your city and show out. We back out.
Austin Stevens, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Stevens digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Bellinger on his way home. He will score and the Yankees take the lead. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ben Rice will hit next. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Throws the first in time. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe.
Hard liner. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Line drive. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees.
Runner at second, 2 down. That's ripped into the outfield. That is the inning. One hit. Stepping in now. Got the lead, but it's far from safe. He'll try to build on it right here.
Yeah, you love seeing a team stay aggressive. Don't wait around. Keep applying pressure.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course, that's provided them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
Strike 2. Stevens thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. And it remains 2-2. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high.
Stevens played pretty well in this win.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stevens digs in now. That one fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And at second. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Simpson under this one. And that is that. On to the fourth. Two down, bases empty, but one run across. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball.
The 1-1.
Ball.
That was the sweeper, but it missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ball popped up. Williams gets under it. And that's the inning. One down. And now the center fielder, Austin Stevens. 0 for 3 in this one. One way back, and it's gone. He sends one out the opposite way. His 32nd of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
To the win. Had only one hit, but made it count with a homer.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
Up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me?
Austin Stevens now at the plate. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. And that one wrapped foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 0-1. Stevens went deep in his most recent game. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how
Williams. Glove flip for one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. That is the inning. Back in the Bronx to check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Stevens, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's a 2-1. Right side, hard hit. On to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Stevens stepping in. Team needs a wake-up swing here, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, get this guy an espresso. They need a hit to put a jolt into this offense.
Ripped to right. Whips on it, and it falls in. Cut off, now a throw home. Save! In comes the run from second. And they lead by 2. First and second, 2 outs. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Runner takes off. Hard hit, right side. Morgan steps on the bag, inning over, and it could have been worse. Both well enough for the win, and a single and an RBI.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.